Why'd you get me a going? There is construction everywhere. We don't want that. I like having small city. Here's my baby. I missed her. She was in the mechanic for a while, and I've been riding the Roll King, and I miss her. So I've been taking her out a lot. I was talking about or complaining about all the construction that is being done over here and saying that I like a small town. I don't care that this is a small little town that is retired people. I love that. And it feels like all these politicians are approving so many different things to, you know, get more revenue or whatever. But again, that's a different topic for a different conversation. We're not going to get into that here. I'm going to show you this back here that is really, really cool. The most weird stuff sometimes you find in your city. Like, who would have tell that right here there's a little bridge that takes you to all this water right here? And by the way, you always got to be careful in Florida because, you know, there's alligators everywhere. But look at this. This definitely something happened here, because it wasn't like that last time I came here. Actually, this is quite dangerous. So if you come here, be really, really careful. And here is the water. You see a lot of beer, stuff like that. We're having a lot of issues with homeless and all that kind of stuff. And look how many fish are down there. Wow. I mean, you probably can't see it, but it's loaded up, man. Really a lot. And again, I definitely believe we have a lot of issues with homeless, because when I came here to the city, we used to rent a place, and it was actually like $1,300 for a 3-bedroom apartment, or excuse me, a 3-bedroom house. It was a really decent house. And now the houses are about $2,000 a month to $2,400 a month. So you're looking about an increase of $1,000. And I'm going to tell you, I live in Florida. We don't get paid that much money over here. So I'm sure it's pretty difficult for people. Even a duplex is looking at about $1,700 to $1,800 a month. So it's crazy. No wonder we got so many homeless. But check it out. Check it out. I want to show you the fish. Hope you can see them. Man, there's a lot. Some big ones down there too. So the question of how much motovloggers make, I'm going to tell you, interesting question. And I want to caution some of you guys out there that are young and that are trying to do this, because I told this to my son. This is how I should approach, or you should approach YouTube. I've been in this platform since 2013. I know what I'm talking about. I make money out of social media right now. This channel in particular is not monetized, but I do make enough money from other social media platforms that I have that I actually make a full-time living. So I know what I'm talking about, right? I do this and I make money out of this, and I have been pretty successful with this. So let me tell you something. I heard some screaming and I had to go and check on my bike. So let me go back into it. It took me a good 8 years to be able to make it to a point where I was making okay money. And other than that, it is very subjective, because these platforms have the right to terminate you. And that's the biggest side, or the biggest issue, when I see guys talking about how much money motovloggers make, right? Again, they could be making a lot. Let's put it out there. It could be so much money. Ooh, something going on here. It could be so much money. I don't know what just happened. But again, it could be so much money that you could make a full-time living. It could be so much money that you could become rich. It could be so much money that you'll be able to buy whatever you want. But at the same time, it could be nothing, right? So the majority, and I'm going to tell you this, the majority, I'm going to say 90% of these guys are now making enough money to be able to have a full-time living. A lot of these guys are making enough money to have a side hustle, right? So again, I'm talking about maybe some of these guys are making $1,000 or $1,200 or an additional $20,000 to the income. Now, if you have a really good job, that $20,000 extra to your income is phenomenal. You know, you could be making $100,000 if you have a decent job plus YouTube. Very, very easy. But if you don't have a real job, you may have some issues. And here's a couple things that I'm going to say. By the way, say bye to this. When you're a YouTuber, YouTube give you a 1099. So you have to pay taxes, right? And you won't have medical insurance. You will have a lot of the stuff that typically your job pays for you, right? Like if you have a regular job, maybe you haven't, you work for the city. They're paying your insurance and all that stuff. They're paying towards a retirement. In my case, I have done that in the past where they're paying towards my retirement and all this stuff. You're going to lose all that, right? So you're going to gamble pretty big because you're going to be losing your retirement, or you're going to have to pay for your own retirement. You're going to have to pay for your own taxes. And it may be a lot of money. Keep that in mind. It may be a lot of money. But again, I'm not trying to discourage you. I think being a YouTuber could be phenomenal and you can make a lot of money to overcome all that. The biggest issue that I always have had on YouTube, that I always express to a lot of people and all social medias, because I've seen it since 2013 that I've been here, is the fact that this company have the ability to erase you at any time. And when that happens, it makes it really, really horrible. The fact that you could dedicate 10 years into your channel, and next thing you know, you wake up and YouTube will erase your channel. And you may go in through hell and back to get it back. And I have witnessed many, many people. In my case, I've been kicked out of the monetization program. I was actually kicked out one time for like 45 days. During that time, my channel was doing really, really well. Actually, I had a video that took 100,000 views in that week that I was kicked out. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, right? So again, keep in mind that you're building a business. And when you're building this business that is, fantastic and can be really rewarding, at the same time, your business may be done any day whenever YouTube decides to. And that's the reality. I just saw a video from a guy that is big in the community that I am. He actually shifted from, talking about some of the things that I talk into like outdoor, and he was talking about how for the last 2 years all he has done is outdoor videos. He hasn't even done those kind of videos that he used to do no more, and he's still being punished to the point that he has 500,000 subscribers. And he's starting a different channel. He's pretty much going to abandon that channel. That's kind of what I got out of the video, because he cannot get that channel to explode even more, right? So again, you have these companies out there that they have the power and they are entitled to because they own the platform, and you building a business that is on top of that, and it could be really frustrating at times. So once again, I'm not trying to discourage you. I think being a YouTuber and social media, I think there's a future here. I think that people are going to make good money. People are going to be able to do great things here. I love passive income and things like that. So again, go for it, do it. Just be aware that there are some things that you're going to have to get protected from, right? Like I know a lot of YouTube experts talk about having different income size coming into you, because in one stop, you have another one coming up, right? Wow, my GoPro actually overheated. It's freaking hot here in Florida. So again, I'm going to have to cut this short because we could talk about this for a really long time. So again, be aware that there's going to be some things that you got to do, and understand that it is work. If you think this is something that you do goofy videos and you're going to make money, no, it is not. This is something that you're going to have to work very, very hard. You're going to have a content strategy. You're going to have to know what you're going to record. You're going to have to buy decent cameras. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff. This is work. Don't think that this is not work. Don't think that it's just fun. You only seeing what we show you here. This is a lot of work. Planning the content, executing the content, going out there to produce the content, thinking about how you're going to do it. So again, this is a lot of work, but I'm going to tell you, to end up this, motovloggers make a lot of money, many of them. Some majority of the motovloggers don't make any money because they stopped doing it. Camera overheated again. Again, there's a future here, but you're going to have to work hard. And again, in my case, if you ask me my opinion, I will get a regular job, work this on the side as a side hustle. And if it happens, it happens. If not, you have your job. Thanks for watching, guys. We see you on the next one. As always, God is in control.